We are leaving our Hotel Fiamma. I just wanted to get a video of this, where we are in Otelu Rosu. This is some kind of water tower, I presume, but it looks like something from Men in Black, from that World Trade Show or World Fair. And here's the steel factory right here. Oh, the sign's up front. We'll show that in a second. But the Hotel Fiamma, where we stayed last night, seemed like it had better days. Looked like it could have been a real happening place with a restaurant and a cafe bar and a ballroom. But the place, I think we and maybe one other couple were in there last night, and that's it. It's kind of a sign of the what's happening to this, or what has happened. Kind of like what happened to our steel industry maybe back in the States. So little kind of sad, I think, but I don't know, this factory, UMB group, still in production. And by the way, Otelu Rosu stands for red steel. So I'm sure that has some significance. Bună dimineața. This is Paul with Paul and Tammy from Backpacking and Brews. And we are on day 46 of our trek across Romania on the Via Transilvanica. It is a Monday morning, about 40 something degrees, only supposed to get into low 50s today. But yesterday they called for rain throughout some of the day. Today the forecast is 0 rain, so we are super happy about that. Always makes for a much better day. Okay, so yesterday we left the town of Marga early in the morning. By the way, we missed our turnoff out of Marga. There was the trail followed the road. Excuse me. The trail followed the road down the hill from Marga to the main road, which is 68, which is what we're along right now, and made a left turn. We were busy chit-chatting and we missed the left turn, so we just followed it all the way to the road, all the way to 68, and just walked along 68 until the trail cut back again across Route 68, which was a kilometer or two down the road. That's where we picked up that dog yesterday, which fortunately got chased away by other dogs. Okay, another story. So yeah, yesterday was only a 9-mile day, but it just was raining and miserable, and walking through tall grass, and just not a end along the road. So kind of a yucky day on the trail, and just not a whole lot of views. I mean, you could see the mountains to the left, the mountains to the right, mostly when the clouds weren't covering it, but it was pretty non-interesting views yesterday, for sure. We were walking beside the river for a little while, but the river was just overflowing, muddy, wasn't clear. Anyway, and coming into Otelu Rosu, it's kind of industrial. The town is an industrial town. I mean, Otelu Rosu means red steel. And sure enough, where we stayed last night, Hotel Fiamma, which looked better online than in person. The reviews weren't that great. I guess I should have listened to those. But it looked like it had better days. A big complex, had a restaurant area, a cafe bar, separate cafe bar area, had a ballroom, big sort of hotel. When we got there, nobody was there. There was a phone number on the door, but I dialed the phone number that was in booking.com, which was different, and said, hello, we're here. And granted, it was before 2 o'clock, so 2 o'clock was check-in. And we waited for a little bit in the lobby, in the reception area, and somebody came and gave us our room, 101, which is kind of nice, and it looked totally deserted. Like we were the only ones there, kind of dark and just uninviting, and right across the street from the steel factory. Not that that made a difference, but just the hotel was just uninviting. Not a very, not much curb appeal, I should say. But the gentleman greeted us, got us our room. We asked about heating, and he said, "Oh, the radiators don't work, or we don't run them." Something in Romanian we didn't understand, and he wanted to be quick about it, so we couldn't get out our Google Translate. But he was quick to bring up a electric radiator heater. So we plugged that in and warmed up the room, and it served our purposes. Warmed it up real nice, and we were able to dry our wet clothes. Pretty much everything we had was soaking wet. I mean, not stuff in our packs, but everything we were wearing. Our shoes, of course, socks. But so, and that was, I think it was like $50 for the room. It was a very comfortable bed, a TV that worked. Nice shower. Actually, this is one of the better showers that didn't leak all over the floor. So, give him credit for that. Like pink tile bathroom, but but it worked well. Toilet seat was another thing. That didn't work. That was flip-flopping all over the place. I don't know. Anyway, but we think worth our $50, I suppose. It had no so it had no food, it had no breakfast. So we were fortunately like 100 yards from a Lidl supermarket. So we were able to buy some snacks, buy some breakfast stuff for this morning. And across the street from the Lidl was a restaurant called Casablanca, which sounds romantic and extravagant. It wasn't, but the food was good. And we had our dinner there. So, and it was inexpensive. I think it was for two people, it was 140 lei, something like that. Very expensive. Two glasses of wine, 2 entrees, some soup. Yeah, well worth it. Good value. Just the atmosphere was blah. Anyway, that was yesterday. Oh, the great thing about yesterday too was on the edge of town, as we were approaching it, right on the main highway here, Route 68, we were able to stop at a restaurant. It's La Strada Street, and had a great bowl of soup each and some pasta. It's a little salty, but good break. It was only 11:30 when we arrived here, so we didn't want to show up at the hotel that soon, and we're kind of glad we didn't, for sure, based on the atmosphere. So anyway, today we are leaving Otelu Rosu, and we've got a 17 to 18 mile day heading to Caransebes, 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 which is a big town. We have an apartment waiting for us right in the downtown area. Looking forward to that. It's got a washing machine, so we can wash some clothes. Some of our things are starting to stink, so that'll be good. But unfortunately, I think a lot of today's trail, it's an 18-mile trek, but it's low elevation gain, maybe 1,400 feet, something like that. But it's some road walking, including this. But we're technically not on the trail right now, but it was quicker for us to just walk down 68, which is what we're on now, and meet the trail when it crosses back over 68. We're hoping there was sidewalk through much of the town yesterday, and we're hoping the same today. This is a pretty busy road, as you can tell by the road noise. Anyway, that's the day today. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty, it's a little past 9 in the morning, and we worked our way out of Otelu Rosu on Route 68. It wasn't so bad. There was actually a little bit of a shoulder there, and ran into the village of Glimboka, or Glimbosha, Boka, I guess, I don't know. And we just came up a little hill on their roads up to this pasture area, and we are now walking on this, I wouldn't say beautifully manicured, but nice manicured farm trail. It's nice and soft with grass, and a pleasant walk. Much better than Highway 68 and through the village of Glimboka. So, just wanted to add just a note, an observation. So, Tammy wears contact lenses, and we have been searching for saline solution or contact lens solution for a couple weeks now, and just can't seem to find it. Looked in grocery stores, looked in pharmacies, and nobody seems to have it. We did in the Lidl store last night. We asked somebody there, and they said, oh, Kaufland in Caransebes, they should have it. So when we get to Caransebes tonight, unfortunately our hotel is not near that location, so we may take a cab or something to get to Kaufland. Probably call them first, see if they have it, and then if they do, then we'll go get it. But anyway, so contact lens solution. She didn't bring enough for the whole trek, because liquid is heavy. Presuming that we could find it, but it's been hard to find. We'll see if we find any in the next Caransebes. We are in just over 4 miles and just have this gorgeous view, this pasture land. Came up to a rise, see all the ferns growing in front of us. Just beautiful pasture land, very nice. And you know what? The trail is, I wouldn't say manicured, but it is nice and soft. So it is, what time is it? Crap. 12:30 in the afternoon. We are almost 12 miles into our trek today. Now granted, we didn't start at the beginning of the stage. We started a little bit this side of it. But we're on this high plateau pasture land, kind of swampy land, and just across a huge field. They had one little post up there that said, had the little orange Via Transilvanica tag on it. And we're just working our way across this field. Not a lot to see, but sure enough, there's a trusty old kilometer stone straight ahead. The AllTrails detoured around this flat ground for some reason, but it looks like the Via Transilvanica is telling you to walk right through it, which we're doing. But it's kind of cool that the navigation points, the kilometer stone and the post are so far apart, they just expect you to kind of navigate your way through this, and there's no real trail through here. It's just all kinds of crisscrossing of sort of tracks and just big sheep grazing land, and these kind of areas here that you don't want to walk into. But sure enough, on the edge of it, we saw the kilometer stone, and we feel confident that we're on the right track.